Hi gorgeous, and welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite exercises to build and shape your peaches. And this exercise, as by the title, is the hip thrust. Now, the hip thrust has really dominated the fitness industry when it comes to creating a higher and tighter booty. And there is a very specific reason for that. And it's one of those exercises that you cannot afford to neglect when it comes to your lower body. You have to include the hip thrust in your exercise program. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a hip thrust from a bench. And I picked the bench in particular because it is a better way of getting more activation of your glutes, and also you can add weight as you progress. Now, as always, you need to start off at the basics, get the movement pattern right, and then as you are more familiar with the exercise, you can then add weight, bands, all those good things. So if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Ashanthi. I'm a transformational health and fitness coach for women in their 40s. Now, this is the place to be to look and feel amazing in your body every single day, and especially over 40. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I post new videos just like this every week. So, enough chit-chatting, lady. Let's get into the video and let's get you doing those hip thrusts properly. So the next exercise that I'm going to show you is the hip thrust. And I love the hip thrust because it really does help you work on your glutes. It's one of the few exercises that I do very frequently because it has great activation of your glutes because you're externally rotating your hip, and whenever you turn your knee out, you're basically activating your glutes. So let me show you on the bench here, because I find that when you use the bench, you're actually getting more activation because you're getting more of that hip down, hip up motion. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So when we're on the bench, the main thing to do is not to have a bench that is too low or too high, okay? Because you need to position your upper body really strongly. Okay, and what I mean by that is that this is your base of support here. So in terms of the bench position, it should be just near the bottom part of your scapula. So you can feel for that in your own body, okay? So that way you have good stability there. In terms of where your hands are, you might want to just gently place them behind your head, okay? Your heels of your feet are underneath your knees, and with your pelvis, you want to tuck your pelvis under, okay? Whenever you tuck your pelvis under, you're forced to squeeze your glutes, and that way you're also activating your core, so you're protecting your back. So when we're here, what we want to do is maintain contact with the ground with our heels. We're going to push our hips down, come up, push your knees out, squeeze your glutes. Hips down, knees out, squeeze. Okay? In terms of my chin, it's not up here, it's tucked in. Okay, so everything in my front body is nice and tight. The main things to focus on is tilting your pelvis up, tucking your pelvis under, squeezing your glutes, drawing your rib cage down, tucking your chin in, heels, main contact with the ground, and push your knees out at the top. You'll see that you get more glute activation as you push your knees out. Exhale. And that's how you do the hip thrust. So there you have it. Simple, huh? I think with the hip thrust, it is one of those exercises that does take a little bit of mind-body connection for you to really understand and know what you're doing. Please move through the movement slowly. Use your breath, use the cues that I've given you, and practice them and add weight as you progress. It's really important not to just jump into it and add the weight, because it can put a little bit of stress on your lower spine, especially if you're not using your pelvis properly and engaging your core. And then when you go to add a weight on there, it can just feel a bit weird. So I would encourage you to start with the basics, just how I've shown you, and then add weight as you get more familiar with the movement. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If we haven't connected on Instagram, don't forget to check me out here. I post lots of workout videos on there that are fun and functional, and do use these movement patterns that I've shown you in this series. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the description box below. I love connecting with you ladies on here. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I post new videos every week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.